Hey everyone, it's Justin here, America's Honest Tax Accountant from Number Crunch Nerds. So welcome to video number 2 of the Fast Track Training for year-end 2025. As you know, if you watched part 1 of this video series, we are breaking down the entire Roth IRA conversion process step by step into the exact order with which you need to complete everything to get your conversion done by the 12/31/2025 deadline. And as I mentioned, I want to break it down into these steps so you know exactly what you're supposed to do and when a step is complete once you download and start filling out the personal tax planning template. So as of the last video, we completed your actual tax return entry for 2024. We completed your estimates of 2025 taxable income, and now it's time to project your taxable income before any IRA conversions for 2026 through retirement. Now, if we go over to the personal tax planning template, again, we are working on the main tab of the template here. In this example, you can see, based just on the 2 rows here for W-2 wages, that this couple is going to be employed from 2026 through 2028 for spouse 1, and then 2026 through 2029 for spouse 2. So for purposes of this step, we are going to be looking at just these 4 years. This is 2026 through retirement for this couple, for this fact pattern. Now, obviously, for your own fact pattern, the year in which one or both spouses retires may be different than 2029. Your ages, of course, may be different than what is shown right here for these particular years. But the concept is we are breaking it down from 2026 through whatever year you are going to fully retire. Now let's think about that. Why are we sectioning off this part of the personal tax planning template? We had isolated 2024 as the starting point. We had isolated working only on 2025 as step 2. Now we are isolating working on only 2026 through retirement for step 3. We are ignoring all of this out here. We are not going out here and deleting any numbers. We're not worrying about any of this. We're focused only on this section. And why is that? And the answer is because you will have a dramatic change in income right after this point in time. Whether it's 2029 or whatever year you retire, you are going to see a big shift, not only in the amount of income that you are generating, but in the types of income that you are generating. We are going to see a transition from, let's say, W-2 wage income to eventually Social Security and pension types of income out here. And then even further out, we're going to transition into RMD income. And then often, generally, in between the time when W-2 wages end and pensions and Social Security begins, there are going to be a number of years right here where your income is expected to be generally low. This is called the early retirement drop. If we hop back over here to the roadmap for a minute, in phase 3 of this process, specifically step number 7 right here, we will be working on calculating income during the early retirement drop. But for the moment, let's just think about the early retirement drop conceptually. This is often the time during the Roth IRA conversion sweet spot years when you have a lot of room in the lower brackets. Going back over here, remember our overall conversion strategy and what it looks like. We have the employment and business income ramping up until retirement. Then we have that early retirement drop in income right here before Social Security, pensions, and RMDs begin. And then we start to see income ramp up again from those retirement items. But this is the early retirement drop right here. And that's what we're going to be calculating out here in these early retirement years. But there's another factor I want you to consider as well regarding the changes that may occur between the employment years and then the early retirement years. Those changes could be things like rebalancing your portfolios. In your employment years, you may be more heavily weighted in like equities, for example. And then as you retire, you and your financial advisor working together may decide to transition you into more fixed income type of investments. And so as your portfolios rebalance during this transition period, we're not only going to see changes in employment income and then changes in retirement income, but we could see changes in portfolio income as well. We could see transitions out of dividend-paying securities and into more fixed income, taxable interest type of financial instruments. Maybe your financial advisor starts to put you in tax-free municipal bonds. Maybe you decide that during these years it would be a good time to harvest some unrealized capital gain, or maybe you have some capital loss carry forward that's just been dragging for a long time and not getting used up quick enough against ordinary income. Remember, you can use up $3,000 of net capital loss against ordinary income on an annual basis. But let's say you just have a large carry forward and you're ready to use it up. A lot of changes can happen in this transition period right here. And so for purposes of breaking down the process into a step-by-step format that is easy to follow, I want you just to work on the employment years from 2026 through retirement for step 3. The more we can break this down into bite-sized pieces, the easier it's going to be for you to get done and get your conversion completed for 2025. So with that in mind, I have just uploaded the first part of the 2026 through retirement members supplement series to the members area of the personal tax planning template. That video is up effective November the 2nd, 2025. Remember, the upcoming schedule for the members supplement videos is going to be 2026 through retirement, as well as all of phase 2 right here is going to be completed the week of November 2nd, 2025, and we are going to get ready to start working on phase 3 right here on November the 8th, 2025. So my recommendation is to get as far along as you can with steps 1, 2, and 3 before next week, because as I mentioned in video 1 of this series, during the 4 weeks of November 2025 plus the first 2 weeks of December, we are going to cover the entire fast track system. We are going to do members Q&A in video format. Everybody is going to get their questions answered, and we are going to get these Roth conversions in the books for 2025. This is your chance. If you want your hand held basically all the way from step 1 to the end, following the fast track methodology of the personal tax planning template program, the time to get started is right now. If you are already a member of the Personal Tax Planning Template Program, you know where to log in for this Step 3 video that has been uploaded. And if you are not yet a member, the complete Personal Tax Planning Template Plus video training program is available for purchase in the link in the description below this video. Everybody who joins will get lifetime access for a one-time access fee. So hop in today and get yourself on the fast track training for Roth IRA conversions to be completed before December 31st, 2025.